Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Manitosh here, and I am excited to be announcing my draft analysis for you guys. Don't know why I'm announcing it. I'm going to be bringing it to you guys, of course. Who announces a draft analysis? I don't really know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys did watch this draft stream. It was definitely a fun one. So, let's go ahead and crack on into the team. As you guys may or may not know, I was 10th overall in the draft picks, which is not too great out of 12. So basically the game plan was, when getting my first one, was just pick whatever's left and good. Like, if it's good and it's there, I'm gonna pick it. And there were two mons basically that were there that I had my little pinky eye sat on. And they were both there when it got to me, and I was like, okay, cool. They both reached me. And I was thinking, hey, there's only 4 picks before I get my next pick. Maybe, just maybe, the other one will be around. I find it unlikely, as they're both kind of first round picks in my opinion, but I figured that the one that was more likely to go would be Zygarde 50%. So I got it, I picked it, I did it, and I'm happy. It's a ground type. It absorbs those electric types like it's nothing. It's gonna sweep opponents like... And one more thing, it's my Z move user. That is insane. Zygarde goes from like 10 to like 110 with Z moves. It's just so powerful. It can sweep teams easily, and if they don't have like a Zygarde check, and I know many teams are like, yo, I need someone to switch into 1000 Arrows, because 1000 Arrows is really hard to switch into, especially with a Z move. And that is exactly what Zygarde brings to my team, so hopefully I can draft around it sufficiently, as it is going to be the main thing I drafted around. So then I was talking about 2 things, and I thought maybe one can reach me back, and the other one, actually, I don't know how, but the other one reached me. It was amazing. So I went and picked Mew. Oh yes, baby, that is amazing. Zygarde 50% and Mew. I'm so glad I was in 10th. There's no way I would have got that core if I was if I was in first. That's crazy. It's such a good core. Mew can literally do anything. It can do anything. So I've got to pump up my creative spirit, you know, get myself going a little bit. But when I do, it's gonna be really hard for my opponents. You can't. I mean, you can prep for Mew because you can see the sets that the player likes to bring. But when I'm bringing a completely different set every week, I'm bringing Transform, I'm bringing Combine, I'm bringing Swords Dance, I'm bringing Defensive, I'm bringing Scarf, I'm bringing Specs. It just there's nothing that this little pink monkey can't do, and that is why I'm going to be nicknaming it Mew1. Zygarde's nickname, by the way, is Zy Daddy, because you don't mess with Zy Daddy. So Mew can do anything. Now I'm waiting all the way back up, and it's coming all the way back down to me, and I'm like, yo, you know what would look really good on this team? Like, it would make a little family with my Zygarde and Mew. Like, they would look on point together. Pinsir's looking like a pretty cool guy. Mega Pinsir, huge threat. Mew, one of the best defoggers. Zygarde, ooh, doesn't like grass types. Pinsir destroys grass types like it's Merry Christmas and its birthday. It's like Birthmas for Pinsir when it comes in on a grass type. It's just, it's a lovely time. And what did OP Jellicent do? One pick before me. He took Mega Pinsir. So now I have like what? No time at all, and I've got to pick a mon. And my original plan was to maybe go with Pinsir and Cobalion. So I panicked and I went and grabbed the boy Cobalion, and this thing is good. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I was a little bit disappointed. I was just a tad disappointed that I had to get the good old Cobalion here, because I wanted Mega Pinsir. But this thing pairs really nicely with Zygarde and Mew. It has Justified for the dark types with Mew. It can eat bug moves really nicely as well. It just takes Ghost Stab neutrally, but it resists Ice and Dragon from the Zygarde. So like, those 3 pair really well together synergetically. Not that you guys really want to be knowing about that, because that's what everyone's talking about. But it's definitely nice for me to pick. And yes, I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't get my Mega Pinsir. And now I'm like scratching my hair like, oh my god, old days. What am I gonna pick? I gotta pick a Mega. I gotta do it now. And then my boy Zazo was like, no, you don't. Like, pretty much everyone's picked their Mega. Just wait it out, man. Wait it out. Gave me a little suggestion here, a little suggestion there, but we'll be getting to that. So I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. And I figured that Rotom Wash also was really good for this team. Because now, look, we've got 2 defoggers, and I learned from my GPC draft, hey, you need defog. Pfft, you need defog. You need it. So I've got 2 defoggers, 2 stealth rockers, starting to take the pressure off Mew a little bit so I can spice up my life and do what I want with it, which is really, really nice. Rotom, Volt Switch, my team is gonna appreciate with some of the stuff I have in mind later on. It is gonna appreciate free switch-ins, and everyone likes free switch-ins. Volt Turn is a really, really great component to have on any team, and Rotom gives me that. It gives me a bulky water type as well, and an electric type. It's like Chick. Chick? Am I saying chick? I meant check. It's got levitate and it's electric type. Great ability, great move pool. Will-O-Wisp, Thunderwave, Toxic. Oh, all 3 do you say? Confuse Ray? Is there anything this boy doesn't get? No. Welcome 50 Cent, the Rotom. Cabalion's nickname, Simba or Mufasa. Haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to be the first to hold my hands up and say that I'm not good at nicknaming Pokemon. No, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. So if you guys have any suggestions for me throughout the whole video, you're like, no, don't nickname it that. Nickname it this. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll feel free to tell you that your nickname is bad and I'm going to use mine. Or I'll just be like, yo, that's a good idea. Thank you. And I will shout you out in the video, on the first video when I use that mon. So next up, I've got to wait again for it to go and come back, like 20 picks, something like that. Probably not. I can't do maths. And I'm like, I really want this mon. So I got it. It's Snorlax. Oh, Snorlax. Let me talk to you about Snorlax for a little bit. FYI, I don't really have a name for this thing. Oh, yes I do. That's a lie. But it's a surprise name. I really like the name, so you guys can't correct it. Boom. It gets Thick Fat, which is pretty nice with the Zygarde. It's only weak to fighting, which pairs really well with Mew as well, so that's some fun stuff I can do there. It's just... Snorlax gets me excited, you know? It makes me feel good on the inside. Now I can just curse up, I can eat those special hits for days, I can have a good move pool, I can look at Snorlax. Look how cool this thing is. Oh my days, I love Snorlax. One of the best mons, one of my favorite mons. Best Z-move animation in the game is the Snorlaxium Z. Holy moly, am I excited to use this thing. So I only had 2 picks, and okay. Was it a bit early to grab this mon? Yes. Is this mon good? Yes. Do I like this mon? Yes. So I picked it. It's Piloswine. Yes, I know it's way too early to be picking up a Piloswine round 6, but I really wanted another ground type to pair with my Zygarde, and at this point I was starting to come up with a draft plan that I thought I was actually going to be able to get. So, and I figured that stuff like dragons would be a bit of a pain for my team, like stuff like DDing, Dragon Dancing Dragons, oh, DDD, Dragon Dancing Dragons that had those 4 times weaknesses, or just Garchomp, just stuff like that would really be an issue for my team. It's really nice for me to have that Ayyy priority. Getting some more priority on the back with the Zygarde is really good as well. And of course having that another ground type, so that the cheeky little electric types running around can't just be like, yeah, Hidden Power Ice, switching your Zygarde. Don't mind me. Like, I'm gonna completely resist the Hidden Power Ice, and Piloswine just obliterates electric types. It's so bulky. Like, even like I think Coco could probably deal with it. Most likely, maybe, probably not. Haven't looked at counts. It gets Grass Knot, I know that, but I don't know. Maybe Coco can. Maybe the best electric type and one of the best mons in draft format can take on this thing, but not much else on the electric type side of things. I get Oblivious, I get Snowcloak, I get Thick Fat. It gives me another Stealth Rockers. I now have 3 Stealth Rockers. That's really important to me, because getting up rocks it's a cool thing to do. It's something that everyone likes to do, and there's a good reason for it. It's because it's a pretty cool thing to do. You know, when someone's getting up rocks, that they're a pretty cool dude. That's why I'm going to be getting up rocks, because I'm a pretty cool dude. I don't really know what I'm saying right now. So then I waited all the way back and all the way back up. Of course, every time I'm just going to say that every 2 picks because why not? It's now a recurring theme in this draft analysis. So I went and picked up your boy. Should have trusted my instincts because I wasn't sure I would pick this one next, but the next one I did pick was Gengar. Are you guys looking at this graphic right now? Are you? Because holy moly, look at Gengar. This thing is so cool. I absolutely love this thing. It gives me rapid spin, like rapid spin switching, which is really, really nice. Spin block is always a fun guy, but my team is looking pretty slow right now. So Gengar gets me a little bit of speed. I know it's not the best speed, but it is speed nonetheless. Ghost Stab is really great in Draft League. It gives me a grounded poison type. It's a really cool dude. I didn't really know what else to grab from tier 2, and I go, hey, Gengar looks cool. It is cool. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that thing. Lars used it and he used it really quite well, and I'm hoping I can do the same. I'm really excited to use Gengar. It's such a cool mon. It's just a really cool mon all round. Let me know if you have any nickname suggestions. I'm loving his little grimace. Oh no, I'm calling this thing Cheshire. Sorry, Cheshire is a great nickname from the cat from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, boom, love it. Okay, I've got 130 special attack. Is really nice. It's just not easy to switch into. Yes, like dark types are a bit of a pain for it, but meh. It gets Will-O-Wisp, which is fun as well. So next up, I was thinking, I'm about 90% sure I'm going to be able to get my exact draft plan. No snippety snipes left other than that freaking Mega Pinsir, which would have been nice. It would have been nice. It would have been nice, but it's in the past. I'm over it, you're over it, you guys are over it, right? Yeah, okay. Everyone's over it. And I went and picked up Slurpuff. Give me those webs. Give me the belly drum. Give me everything. This is going to be called Drummer Boy because it gets belly drum and Unburden's fun. It also gives me some speed through the Unburden because my team is pretty slow. So being able to Unburden up is a good way of me quite, not really, but kind of reliably being able to get my speed on the go. So that's fun. Belly drum really can sweep teams. And it actually has, like, it doesn't have the best coverage, but it has so many different things it can do. Like, it can run Calm Mind, it can be Focus Sash, and then it loses its Focus Sash Endeavor, and it gets the speed going with when it loses the Focus Sash. So that's another really fun thing it can do. Like, it does get a lot of options, even though it doesn't get, like, amazing coverage. It gets pretty good coverage on the special side. It's not amazing, but it just has so many different options of sets that it can run, and great variety, which is really, really nice. It gets Dream Punch as well, which is really cool for a belly drum set. So next up, I knew I was going to get my Mega, 100%. I knew I was going to get my Mega. I was like, yo, Tobo, what Mega are you going to get? Yo, Zazo, what Mega are you going to get? They're like, yo, I'm going to get this. So I knew I was going to get my Mega, which meant I could really go ahead and just pick my 2 tier 5s, which is why I was kind of so sure that I was going to be able to get my 2 tier 5s, and as you guys will know, or have seen, or have not seen, those are the 3 options. I'm pretty much Sherlock Holmes, but the second last of my tier 5s, I'm basically guaranteed to get as well. So that's kind of fun. So I went ahead and picked up your boy Spiritomb. It gives me a dark type, which I really felt like I needed. Pursuit Trapper as well, which is nice. Snorlax also gets Pursuit Trap, but it's not the kind of thing that I want to be bringing regularly on Snorlax. So Spiritomb gives me another reliable Pursuit Trapper if I don't want to bring a Pursuit on the Snorlax, and then I can bring the Spiritomb and still have a Pursuit Trapper. So that's definitely fun. It definitely gets a cool, like, move set. Like, people shit on this thing, but it has decent stats. Like, it has 92 in both attack and special attack. I'm pretty sure it gets Calm Mind. Yeah, it gets Calm Mind. And it's relatively bulky. It gives me another spin blocker, a much bulkier spin blocker that could be really annoying for my opponents to deal with. Unfortunately, I don't have anything Defiant on my team. I was looking at Perugly instead of the Spiritomb simply because it gave me some speed, which was much needed on this team. You guys are going to see it's kind of a hole in the team, you know. It's kind of a hole in the team, but I like the idea of having this thing I can trick. It's just an annoyance to my opponent's team, and it's something, if it's unprepped for, it's really going to annoy my opponent. It only has one weakness in Fairy, which my team more than covers. It really does more than cover. I've got the Gengar, which is going to absolutely obliterate them, and yeah, like, my team more than covers, as you guys are about to see. So my last pick, I kind of just wanted to get my Mega last because I knew I was going to get it, and I guess there was a slightly more chance of this getting sniped. I actually wanted a different Mon, but Turbo decided to pick it up. But I'm perfectly happy because I was like, meh, if I don't get the Mon I wanted, which was Vileplume, I can go ahead and pick up Victory Bell. Huzzah, Victory Bell is here. It's going to be, I mean, it's got Chlorophyll. I mean, that's not really going to be useful for my team whatsoever. So yeah, you know, I'm going to be using Gluttony most of the time with Belch, and basically what this does, gives me a grass type, it gives me another grounder poison, which is always fun because Toxic Spikes aren't a fun guy. They're unlike Amoongus, they're not a fun guy. They're just a bit of an annoyance to my team, to be honest with you. Like Zygarde really hates having a poison on it, like getting that 12% chip. Like it really appreciates its bulk. Being able to live a hit, go for a DD, and then just smack some things like it's breakfast on a Thursday. But yeah, so Victory Bell is really nice, gives me a grass type, which is really nice, completes my, doesn't quite complete my core, actually. If you haven't guessed what my Mega is going to be yet, then you're probably never going to guess it because I'm about to tell you. But what I like about this over Vileplume is it can be physical and special. I do prefer special in general. But physical, it actually gets it has a higher attack, and it gets stuff like knockoff and sucker punch, so that's really nice for me. It's also my second Z move user, so that's really fun, because with my Mega, which I guess we need to have a little bit of a story time, because when my Mega got sniped, I was looking at Megas after I picked my Cobalion, because I didn't have much time, you know. So I picked my Cobalion, and I was like, ooh, actually, I could have grabbed a Mega Mawile. Like, Mega Mawile would have fit really well on my team. It would have done the exact same like type resistance as Cobalion for the Zygarde and the Mew, and that would have looked really cool on my team, not gonna lie. But I was speaking to Zazo because I'd already picked the Cobalion. I was like, oh, damn, I've picked Cobalion. I don't really want Cobalion and Mega Mawile. Maybe I could get both and then do a 2 at the end of the season. But I was looking at other Megas like Mega Gardevoir and Mega Diancie, and even Mega Aerodactyl I was looking at very heavily, but I decided not to because of Zazo. Zazo, I literally never would have considered this Mega, and it's so good for my team. Zazo made some really good points, but basically how our conversation went was he was like, yo, you should get Charizard Y. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And he explained some stuff, and I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. So I went and grabbed Charizard Y because he's way better than me and knows what he's talking about more than I do. But in all seriousness, he made some really good points. And basically, have you ever heard of Tyranitar and Zard Y? Yeah, I've got Zygarde and Zard Y. It's very similar, and it's really cool core in my opinion. Like, they really work well together, and I'm really excited for that. It kind of does the same thing as Pinsir. Like, Charizard Y is going to absolutely demolish any like any grass type, unless it's got like Chlorophyll. That's kind of scary. Like Tangrowth, you're thinking like, whoa, Charizard's gonna freaking kill it, and then it's just Chlorophyll Rock Slide. Oof, that's dangerous. But I never would have considered this Mon, and to be honest, the reason I'm definitely being shiny. Like, this thing's shiny. Oh yes, that's gonna look cool on Wi-Fi. But I never would have considered this Mon. In my opinion, it's just not quite up there with other tier 1 Megas. But I did have the luxury of being able to pick it last. Like, if it was tier 2, I would have been all over it like a little rabbit, you know. But it gets Sun as well, so it can kind of deal with water types, or I think most bulky water types would end up running Rain Dance for me. I think that's definitely something that they're going to want to do. But it does get Solar Beam, so it can beat the water types. It gets Drought, which is really nice, so obviously that pairs well with the Victory Bell. I was joking when I said I'm not going to be using Chlorophyll, because of course I'm going to be using Chlorophyll with my Zard Y. It just hits like an absolute truck. Like, it's really hard to switch into, like super hard to switch into, and it gets good coverage as well. It gets Dragon Dance. I mean, it gets the whole coverage that Zard X gets as well, so like stuff like Heatran can't really reliably check Charizard in Draft League, and even stuff like Lati, I can run Dragon Claw with DD, and I'm going to be doing a lot, because they could run something like Assault Vest. I don't really know. Wait, do I play Lati week 1? Oh, I hope not, because this is coming out before I play my week 1. So, yeah, that would be awkward. But the Charizard, yeah, it's going to be really, really fun to use. I'm really, really excited with it. I was talking to Tom a bit about it as well, because he used to use it and love it. And it's also, Zaza was telling me that it's also a decent defogger. Not really sure where I stand on that, to be honest. But I guess if you come in on something like Skarmory, you are going to force it out as it goes for rocks. You don't have to take the rock damage and you can defog. But I feel like the occasion for me to ever really run defog Zard is not going to be there. Like I just feel like it's better just to click Flamethrower, you know, or Fire Blast or whatever, just like break something with it, then go ahead and click the defog button. But I guess the option is there if one week it suits. I'm going to go ahead and bring that, of course. But that is going to bring us to the end of my draft analysis. I know it's not the same as most draft analysis. I figured that everyone's going to be talking about the synergy completely all together all the time, and I thought I wanted to do something just like a little bit different here. So you guys can see the synergy. You guys all know Pokemon. I do think it's a good team. Of course, it is lacking speed. I don't think the dual typing, I think the only dual typing I have is Poison in Victory Bell and Gengar, and Ghost in Spiritomb and Gengar as well. And Spiritomb and Gengar don't have any type like common weaknesses is what I'm looking for. So I'm really not too worried about that. And of course I have dual ground, but that was on purpose. I really think I need that with Zygarde. I think it really helps my team. But yeah, speed is the real thing. My speed tiers are okay, like the speed tier goes down relatively well, but it's just the fact that my fastest mon is 110, and then my next is 108, and then it goes to 100. Is kind of whack, not gonna lie, but I do really like this draft and I'm really excited to play with it. Hopefully we can win week 1. I think we are playing Greg, so I haven't prepped for that yet, but I'm really excited to go ahead and get this season underway. I hope you guys are rooting for us and checking out all the other coaches as well, because it's going to be a great season and all the coaches make amazing content. So that is going to be all from me today, guys. If you liked the video, please go ahead and show your support in the comment section down below. If you're feeling like an absolute legend, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. But other than that, now you later.